The last thing you want to hear when you need your auto insurance most is a robot with countless irrelevant menu options. Which is why with USAA Auto Insurance, you'll get great service that is easy and reliable, all at the touch of a button. Get a quote today. Restrictions apply.
Hey y'all, this is Jessica Touchy J and I'm coming at you, putting it all out there in pieces, baby. What's up? How my babies doing today? Happy Sunday. Y'all already know what time it is. Y'all already know what's up. Y'all hear it? Yeah, mama about to drop a dime on y'all. I got that early prayer review, baby. Check this thing out right here. Woo!
I never took a straight path nowhere. Hey. Life's full of twists and turns, bumps and bruises. I live, I learn. I'm from the city full of yellow cabs and skyscrapers. Yeah. It's hard to get a start these parts without paper. Homie, I grew up in hell. I'm block away from heaven. That corner 8-15 minutes and moving 7. Pure snow. Bag it, then watch it go. Occupational options, get some blow up some hoes. Shoot the ball in the strap, learn to rap on the jack. Fuck it, man, in the meantime, go ahead and pump a pack. This my Regal Royal flow, my James Bond bounce. That 007 and 62 on my count. I'm an undercover liar, I lie under the covers. Look a bitch in the eyes and tell her, baby, I love you. You're my inspiration,
you're my motivation.
You're the reason that I'm moving with no hesitation.
Y'all hear that? They say it's a big rich town, baby. But this is just a touch of J and I'm coming out there and I'm putting it all out there in pieces for you. I hope you guys are having an amazing start to your week. Again, happy Sunday. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try to sum this thing up for y'all. This week was bananas. Yeah. All right, y'all ready? All right, so y'all remember last week, right? I left y'all off with Jamie going to Angie's house. Remember, he was with the pastor and the pastor said to him, what is it that you want? And he said, I want to be a better man. I want to be a changed man. So who did he always want to be a better man and a changed man for? Angie. He wants to go and see Angela. So he knocks at her door. She let him in, right? And that's how they ended last week. So how they bring it back is he's there now talking to her. He's got it together and he's like, listen, Angie, I'm a mess. I need help. I'm falling apart. I don't know what I'm doing. He's actually really standing there, basically in tears. You could see it all over his face. How he's just like, look, I keep seeing my daughter's face everywhere. I'm losing it. I need help. I've been such a terrible person, and now I just want to be better. Like, help me. And she's just looking at him like, come on, Jamie. Like, what do you want? Now, listen, y'all. I'm going to drop a dime on y'all. Y'all remember The Boy That Cried Wolf? Well, this is basically what this episode is kind of all about. It's about him trying to be a changed, better man, but nobody believes him. All right, so he's coming. He's starting off with Angie, and he's telling her, so he confessed. And he goes, I got to tell you something. And she's just like, yeah. And you know what he says to her? When I left you, it wasn't because I didn't love you. He says, I left you because somebody threatened your life. And I didn't want them to harm you, so I left you. Now, remember when he was on the outside of the door and he was crying last season and she was on the inside of her apartment? She was on the floor crying because she really, really loved him. And he made it up in his mind that he knew what was best and he left her alone. So she's heated. She's like, why didn't you tell me? You know, why didn't you tell me that was the reason? Like, because she was thinking he really didn't love her. You know, so he's like, I don't know, but, you know, look, we're here now. So she's not trying to hear that. She's like, listen, you don't have to leave. You can sleep on the couch. There's a toothbrush underneath of the counter. I'm going to bed. Yes, honey. She goes to her room. She shuts her door and does not come out until the morning until she is fully dressed. So she comes out in the morning and I don't know, maybe she had this aha moment, you know, last night. I don't know. But she comes out. She goes, Jamie, listen, I got to tell you something too. He's like, okay, Angie, go ahead, right? She's like, did you sleep well? He's like, no, I didn't sleep at all. And then guess what, y'all? We hear. Let me do that for y'all again. Guess who's at the door, y'all? Guess who's at the door, y'all? Oh, my God, I'm getting hyped because I'm about to tell y'all. Tasha. Angie looks through the peephole, right? St. Patrick, Ghost, a.k.a., you know, whatever y'all want to call him today. I don't know. But he's like, don't answer it because he doesn't know who it is. She's like, no, I can't. I have to open it. She opens up the door. Guess who walks in? It's Tasha. Tasha's like, listen, Angie. Tasha's all like, she sees ghosts. She starts talking to Angie like, I don't even care that you're there. Listen, they came to my house and they're worried about this daggone gun. They questioning me about the gun. Ghost's mouth is open because he's trying to figure out why Tasha and Angela are in cahoots. Like, what's going on? Why y'all working together? And Angie's like looking at him, and she's looking at Tasha, and she's trying to tell Tasha, it's not what it looks like. Tasha's like, I don't care. They came to my house and they questioning me about my son with this gun thing. Ghost is like, what's going on between you guys? You know what Tasha says? She knows everything. She knows everything. Ghost is like, what do you mean she knows everything? He's like, she knows everything, Ghost. She knows that Tariq killed the cop. Angie's like, yeah, I know everything. We've been working together. You know, basically, I think that's what she was getting ready to tell him, but she came there. You know, Tasha came. So now they have this scene where they have Tasha and they have Angela standing together and they're looking at Ghost. They're like in alliance against him. And they're like, listen, we got to take care of this. You got to go. And Ghost is like, I don't understand this. And I daggone sure don't understand why you guys are working together. Let me fix this. And they're like, no, we didn't bring you in this in the beginning because we knew that you would mess this up. So anyway, they get Ghost to leave. Ghost leaves. So now they got this scene where they got Tasha and they got Angie together and they're talking. And Angie feels the need to tell Tasha, I wasn't sleeping with Ghost. Tasha's like, I don't care. Angie's like, I'm telling you the truth though. I didn't sleep with him. She said, I'm telling you the truth. I don't care. So do you see how they have Tasha now? Tasha's fed up. Tasha's like, look, man, I done been through hell and high water with my husband. You've been effing him. You know, like, seriously, you doing all this now, you with him. I don't care if y'all is still messing around. I just want to save my son. That's where she's at with it. So anyway, basically what happens now is that Angie briefs Tasha on what she needs to say and gets her ready for this questioning that she has coming up. So now let's talk about Tasha, right? They questioning Tasha. They got Tasha sitting there, and guess who's questioning her? Remember the one that Angie got rid of? You know, the detective, the NYPD detective lady, Miss Hernandez was her name? Yeah, Hernandez is her name. I believe so. Hernandez, right? So she's in there and she's questioning Tasha. She's like, yeah, you know, asking all these questions. And she basically tries to flip the script on her and basically tries to say, well, you know, Angela and your husband are working together against you. Yeah, she tried to flip the script on her. And what happened is that Tasha almost believed it. You could see it in her face, like, what? Because she started giving out some details. I'm not going to tell you all the details she was giving out, but she was giving out some heavy ulterior motives, all right? And Tasha was just sitting there like, I wonder if this is for real or not. But she stuck to her guns because, you know, Tasha, she reps what she's supposed to rep. And Tasha was like, my husband didn't kill anybody, which he really didn't. And she was just like, basically, do I need my lawyer? Are you trying to put this on me or what? I need to go. So Tasha goes ahead and she leaves, right? So now we're going to talk about my man, all right? We're going to fast forward to my man. Y'all know who my man is, Tommy, right? Tommy's been off the hook, right? Tommy has been so caught up with his father. He just keeps on thinking that his father is this savior and this wonderful person. He's like a kid in a candy store. You know, he finally got a dad now, right? So he's with his dad in the car and they chilling, right? He goes ahead. He's like, Dad, I need you to be my lookout for me. You know, watch out. You know, make sure nobody comes. If they do, call me. What Tommy is doing is Tommy got that piece from Angie. Remember the tracker last week? He's sticking it underneath Dre's car. Yes, because Tommy is done with dealing with Ghost and 50 and trying to figure out what's going on. Remember last week or the week before last, he said, I'm going to figure it out myself. I'm going to find out what's going on. So that's what he's doing. And y'all know he's working with Angela to figure out what's going on. So anyway, to make a long story short, we're going to wrap this little part up right here with nothing happens. He just sticks it underneath the car. And then all of a sudden now he's talking with his dad. They back at the house. They back at the house. Him and his dad is talking. His dad's like, listen, Tommy, what's going on with you? You okay? Tommy's like, man, look, no, I got a lot of stuff going on. Teresi is like, do you need my help? Guess what we hear? Another knock at the door. Guess who's at the door now? They brought my man Ghost back. Ghost comes in like, Tommy, I need to talk to you. He's all hyped, like, I got to talk to you. Listen, Teresi's there. Tommy's there. Tommy's like, okay, go ahead, talk to me. He's like, no, I need to talk to you in private. Tommy's like, no, whatever you need to say, you can say it in front of Teresi, my father. You know, Tommy's off the hook. Tommy is so lost, y'all. He don't know what's going on. Jamie is looking at him, which is Ghost. Ghost looking at him like, I'm not saying anything in front of this nigga. He's like, whatever you got to say it in front of him. So Ghost is like, man, look, whatever. Because he's trying to be a changed person. So he's like, look, I can't clean money anymore. These people are behind me. I'm being audited. I don't know what's going on, but I can't clean your money through the club. Tommy's mad because Tommy's like, no, now you're trying to be a goody two-shoe. Now you can't help me. That's how Tommy's looking at it, right? Tommy's dad is like, he jumps in. He's like, he can't clean the money, through the club because if he's being audited, that can't happen, right? So Ghost is like, look, I don't need your help, Teresi. Okay? So Teresi gets mad. Teresi's like, look, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to leave. I'm going to go see my wife. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get out of here, right? As he's leaving, he's actually listening to what they're saying. Because he's off the hook. So guess where he goes at, y'all? Talking about he going to go see his wife. He goes see the feds. He goes to the feds. He's like, basically, y'all, what are y'all doing? Why are y'all all didn't go? I know you got something to do with it. Why are y'all messing with Ghosts? You know what the feds tell him? Man, we don't care what's going on with you with all of this right here. We want this evidence. You're supposed to be bringing us Ghosts. You're supposed to be bringing us Tommy. Like, what's going on? And Teresi is trying to let them know, like, look, I will get killed. They will kill me if they find out that I'm snitching. They tell him they don't care. Yeah. So now the feds are basically like, we could care less. We just want our information. So what Teresi does is Teresi goes to his friend, his best friend. Y'all know who his best friend is. He goes to him and he's like, look, we got to find a way for Tommy to clean money. So the best friend's like, basically, okay, I'll help you out, right? And Teresi's like, we're going to turn Tommy over to the feds with Ghosts just as soon as we get everything straight. So now they working against Tommy too, man. I keep trying to tell y'all, there's some foul people up in this thing right here. This is Just a Touch of J. I'm coming at you. All I'm trying to do is put it all out there in pieces. But we got a lot of foulness going on. A lot of foulness going on, right? So now let's talk about somebody else who's foul who I ain't talk about today. We're going to talk about 50 real quick. 50 been doing some foul stuff, and guess who he doing foul stuff with? Tariq, y'all. He back messing with Tariq, and that's all I'm saying. You got to watch that right there. That right there, that's a bit off the hook right there, that 50 doing that. But y'all know who he is. He from the land of Canaan. 50's off of the meat rack, and he going to keep on being that way because that's just who he is, man. He Canaan. All right, so now since we talking about bad guys, y'all know who I ain't talk about, right? Dre. Yeah, man. So this is the scene, right? They got Dre standing there with Ghost. And Ghost tells Dre, I need you to come back and work for me. Dre like, what? I'm not coming back and working for you. You just got me fired and all this and all that with these clauses and everything. Ghost like, nah, I need you to come back. I need you to come back. I'm trying to do some stuff. And he's like, no. And then Ghost is like, listen, I'll give you money for this. I'll do this. I'll do whatever. You just need to come back. So he goes, you know what? I'll come back if you take care of somebody for me. So he tells him, I want you to go ahead and take out the leader of the Jimenez. You know who that is, right? Diego. He's like, you got to take out Diego. Right? So you know what Ghost does? Ghost sitting up there and Ghost says, well, you know what? I need you to take out Tommy's people. Tommy's head of Tommy's thing. I need you to take them out. So you know what they do, y'all? They agree. So now, like, remember, Ghost is trying to change, but he has like this devil on his shoulder, plus he got the angel on his shoulder. Y'all know how it is when y'all trying to get better and y'all trying to do some stuff, and then you got your past haunting you, and then you got your future that's right there, and you struggling with him. So that's what he's doing, but he got to do what he got to do. So y'all need to make sure y'all pay attention to Dre. Let me tell you something else that Dre got going on real quick before I get ready to close this out. Dre also is now paranoid. He don't know who to trust. He don't know what's going on. But what he finds out is that Diego's sister, right? Y'all know who Diego's sister is, right? Alicia. He finds out that she is trying to take out her own brother. And she's been plotting and scheming and scamming and all this too. And basically Alicia tells Dre, you better fix it. And I don't care if you take out my brother or not. Yeah. So then again, we got somebody else shiesty. So let's end this thing right here with this craziness. Y'all gonna be tripping when I tell y'all this. Y'all know Angie, right? So Angela, right? She's supposed to be taking care of everything and making sure that everything is all smooth. Do you guys know that they put it together? Cooper. They put it together and they find out that she is also in cahoots with Jamie, with Tasha. They find out her boss, everybody knows now that she is in this whole scam with them and she's working with them. They find out that she tried to go ahead and hide the ballistics with the gun matching with Tasha's gun. They actually find out that it matches. Yeah, y'all. So, listen, it's just a touch of J. I'm just dropping a dime on y'all. I'm coming out there, putting it all out there in pieces. That's the end of it. I'm not telling you nothing else. Oh, wait. There's one other thing I want to tell you. There's a scene in here where they have Tasha now coming back, and she's telling Jamie and she's telling Angie, because they're at his house, she's telling them, you know, after she got questioned, they think you guys are in it together. So Tasha is now really like, she's done with both of them. And Jamie's like, you know what? No, let me go ahead and let me fix this. And you know what Tasha says to him, y'all? I got to end y'all with this right here. Tasha said, I'm going to fix it. He's like, how? She says, because I'm going to get the lawyer to lie for me. And he says, what lawyer? Y'all know the lawyer that she been messing with? You know what Tasha says? Tasha said, he's going to lie for me because he loves me way more than you ever have. Jamie's looking like, because he don't know what's going on. So now he know Tasha got something going on. So anyway, y'all, that's it. That's the power review. This is Just a Touch of J. I came at y'all. I tried to put it all out there in pieces. All right. I want to say thank you to everybody who's praying for my grandfather. For y'all who don't know, my grandfather had a stroke. A really bad stroke where he had to have surgery on his brain. So me and my family, we're out here, we out in Jersey, and we just trying to get it all together. So thank you guys who are praying. Thank you to you for my grandfather, James Harris. I appreciate that. Keep my family in prayer. And also a big thank you to everybody who's sending me in stuff, to everybody who's supporting and participating in my self-love campaign. We are on day 25 and I love you guys. I can't wait to send one of you guys on this flight because you guys deserve it. Like, I really see that you guys are really doing this campaign. All right, so but finally, again, this is Just a Touch of J. I'm coming at you. I love you guys. I just wanted to put some things out there in pieces for you. Happy Sunday. You guys have an amazing week, and you don't let anybody steal your joy. I love you guys. Bye-bye.